Welcome back to Brain Ablaze, a weekly podcast about epilepsy, by people with epilepsy, for everyone. I'm your host, David Clifford. In this episode, I'll travel back in time to give advice to my former self about epilepsy and seizures. If you're new to epilepsy, this episode's for you. And if you're new to Brain Ablaze, I just want to state that I'm not a medical expert. I'm just someone that has struggled with the ins and outs of epilepsy for almost 3 decades. At a recent Brain Ablaze support group session, a new friend of mine said that he felt like he was a noob when it came to epilepsy. Though he has had it for a while, he still has plenty of questions regarding how to mentally deal with the fact that he is a person with epilepsy. This is something with which I struggled for years when I was first diagnosed at 15 years old in 1991. His comment reminded me of a question that I proposed to the Brain Ablaze Twitter feed a while back. What advice would you give to your former self about epilepsy? As I pondered, it had become clear that although I had asked the question to all of you, I hadn't really thought about what I would actually say. The following is what I came up with. Before we go on, help us by hitting that like button, dropping us a comment, and subscribing to our channel. Make sure to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we release a new epilepsy awareness video.
Watch out for that first step, it's a doozy.
And now, on with the show. Hey, David.
Yeah? Hello?
Well, you're my... Who are you?
I'm you, just from a few decades from now.
Bull. Prove it.
I know you've been struggling with your seizures right now. You have been for a few months. Though doctors believe you, no one in your family really thinks you're sick.
Look, I need to get going.
I know. You're heading down to the 7-Eleven to play Street Fighter 2 with your best friends, Eric and Mike.
How'd you know that?
I'm telling you, I'm really you. You want me to prove it? Okay. When you were 9 or so, you and your brother nearly burned down a vacant house in your neighborhood while playing with matches during a Southern California heat wave.
Wow. How'd you get so fat?
Jeez, I had forgotten how much of a prick I was back in high school.
What was that?
Nothing. Jump in. I'll give you a lift.
No thanks. I'll find... Hey, if you're really me, should you even be driving anyway?
Just get in the car, butthead.
So how'd you get here in 1991? A DeLorean? Or a time-traveling phone booth? Or sailing on an aircraft carrier through a freak electrical storm?
What? No, of course not. I used a hot tub.
What?
I'm just kidding. I used the power of the Hollywood trope.
Seems legit. So tell me about the future. Do all of you go around on hoverboards?
Yeah, they were in style for a while. They didn't hover, though.
People really bought hoverboards that don't hover?
And they exploded.
Wow.
David, I know you're struggling with your seizures, and I wanted to give you advice.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You could have gone to any time. Why not go watch Lincoln give the Emancipation Proclamation? You could have gone back to save Lincoln. Or JFK. You could have talked JFK out of going into Vietnam.
Calm down. I know you're struggling with your seizures. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
So you just came here to improve your future? Like some kind of reverse John Connor thing or something?
I don't know why everyone believes that, but that isn't true. Think about it. If you travel to the past, that past becomes your future. And your former present becomes the past, which can't now be changed by your new future.
Exactly. So Back to the Future is a bunch of bullshit.
So you actually think you can help me?
Maybe. Maybe not. I'll try. Listen, David. I know your epilepsy makes you scared.
I'm not scared.
Hold on. It's not like I'm calling you chicken or something.
Nobody calls me chicken.
Come on.
I just want to be normal.
You are normal. Everybody has something that makes their life difficult. This is being normal. It is the stories in movies, TV, and even to a lesser degree books that are not normal.
I just wanted this to go away.
It won't go away. The faster you accept that it won't just disappear, the faster you can get on with the rest of your life.
And just live with it?
Something like that. Yeah.
That's bullshit. I don't deserve this.
True. You don't. Nobody does. It's not something you did or did not do that caused it. It's not a punishment. You are not alone in this fight against epilepsy.
Yeah, I know.
You say that, but it doesn't sound like you actually mean it. It's true. At any particular time, epilepsy affects about 1% of the population.
That many?
Yes. Right now, the population of the United States is about 234 million people. 1% of that is more than 2 million people.
I know what you're trying to do, but to learn that there are millions of people that are fighting the same thing just makes me feel like it's impossible.
It's not. It is good news, though.
How can that possibly be good news?
It means that you can find other people to help you learn about your condition.
Like where? I wouldn't even know where to start.
Here in the United States, the Epilepsy Foundation is always a good place to start.
How are they going to help me? I mean, can they cure me?
There's no global cure. There probably won't be a cure in our lifetime. It's all about management.
Yeah, that's what my doctor says.
You should listen to him.
He and the whole system has just given up on me.
That's not true. Your neurologist wants the best for you.
Maybe in, what year are you from, anyhow?
Does it matter?
Okay, maybe from where you are, neurologists care about their patients, but not mine, here and now. Hell, I don't think he is convinced that I'm even having seizures.
It might take some time, but you'll find a neurologist that believes in you. Have you ever thought of recording one of your seizures?
Recording? Like with a camcorder or something?
Yeah, something like that. A single video can help your neurologist diagnose you.
No way. I can just see it getting copied 1,000 times, bootlegs finding their way to my friends.
Here's the problem. Neurology is not like fixing a broken arm. The brain is really complicated. Almost 60% of us don't and will never know what causes our seizures.
My doctor just keeps pushing more drugs on me.
Medication for most people with epilepsy is the best route. In fact, about 70% of people with epilepsy can manage their seizures through medication alone.
Who are these people? Not me. I've been taking medication for almost a year without any changes. I still have seizures all the time.
For most people, it takes a long time for their doctors to nail down a dosage that works.
But I take my meds.
You should get a pill box.
Like what Grandma uses for her hernia medication? Come on. Man, those are for old fogies.
They're for anyone who wants to keep track of their medications. Look, you're missing dosages, right?
Sometimes. But I do take my meds.
I know. I wasn't accusing you.
It's just my doctors and my mom think I don't.
I know you take your meds. A pill box would make sure that you don't miss dosages. It would also be proof to your mom and your doctors that you were taking your meds. No one can deny an empty pill box.
Are meds ever going to work for me?
I can't tell you that.
You came all the way here, but you can't tell me what I really want to know?
David, it's like in all those comics we read. I'm not really talking to a younger version of me. I created a whole new branch.
Yeah, the butterfly effect and the space-time continuum.
Right. Odds are, meds are not going to work for you. They didn't work for me. However, me just being here might align the planets so a new medication is found that will work for you.
This sucks.
Yeah, but what exactly?
So I just have to wait and try every medication that comes along?
Well, yes and no. Studies have shown that after the second failed anti-seizure medication, the odds of finding a different medication that will prevent one's seizures drops off significantly.
But I'm on my second prescription now.
Yeah, I know. It's important to go look into other alternatives.
Alternatives? Like alternative medicine?
No, just alternatives of medication, like the vagus nerve stimulation or surgery.
Mom will never go for that.
Well, you're 16. She can make that call. She's there to guide you. But there is going to come a time when you're in charge of your own treatment.
That sounds awesome, actually. She won't let me do anything I like. She's so scared of me getting hurt.
She's a mom.
She wants me to get one of those stupid bracelets. Like I'm supposed to advertise that I have epilepsy or something.
A medical ID bracelet is really important, actually.
Oh, God. Not you, too.
It's not an advertisement to let people know what's going on. Your family and your friends.
My friends? Never.
It is important for everyone around you to know what to do if you have a seizure. Seizures are serious.
Yeah, I know.
No, seriously. You can die.
Die?
Yeah, it's really rare. It's more likely you'll fall and just hurt yourself. Hit your head, bruises. Well, that's already happened. Or bite your tongue. Here, look at this.
Holy. Did all those scars on your tongue hurt?
What do you think?
Why the hell would you show me that?
Sorry, I was just trying to motivate you to take care of yourself.
Yeah, but I didn't need to see that.
Look, epilepsy is serious.
Jeez, you proved your point. Why even go on living? I'm just gonna have this thing until I die, so I can end up like you?
Ouch.
Sorry, I just mean that epilepsy feels like a death sentence.
Absolutely not. I've had a wonderful life.
How?
Seriously, I've got to some really cool stuff with some great people. Traveling, dating, marriage, kids. These are all still possible, even if you have epilepsy. You can still earn the life you want, but it's going to be that much harder to attain it.
Look, I need to go.
I know. Your friends are waiting for you.
Hey, David.
Hey, guys.
Who's this?
He's, nobody.
Hey, I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
Hey, one more thing.
I gotta go.
This is important.
Hold on, guys.
Come on. Hey, shut up, Eric.
You're embarrassing me.
That guy told me to shut up. In a few years, you're going to meet a woman named Svetla.
That's a weird name.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Listen, she is awesome. Make sure you do everything you can to have her stick around.
Why? Am I gonna end up marrying her or something?
Well, yeah.
And what about the space-time continuum?
Well, I figured, what the hell?
We would love to hear any of your comments or questions regarding this or any of our other episodes. You can always reach out to us via email at social@brainablaze.com or on Twitter @brainablaze. If you like this episode, consider subscribing or even helping us by providing a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you download your content. One small click really does help. See you next time.